What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from server 1 representing IC. Guys, welcome to the FG guide from level 1 all the way to master level 2. Now this is coming out a day later because we obviously don't have enough attempts to do all of them, but I'm going to put them all together and we're going to be covering that for you guys and how to beat this up with the UR units and SR units and R units that you have and what team you should be using. Now if you were looking at my painful experience guide that came out yesterday, you'll notice I did stage 4 and 5. I failed on stage 5, but I did stage 4 for you guys. So free to play players and the 200k range, you can kind of see your limitation there. So check out that video and see how you guys can do it as a free to play player. I will be tackling stage 5 as much as possible in order to hopefully finish it, but there is a huge power gap between myself and the opponent. But here it's a whole different story, right? So let's get into it, guys. We're gonna go ahead and jump to flashback genealogy. Now I did, if you did watch our live video yesterday with 2 days ago with Classy and myself, shout out to Classy for joining that was a lot of fun. You guys know that I pulled both characters, so we're going to be getting fragments for both of them, and we're going to be pushing these guys as far as we can, and I'll be doing, of course, a showcase on all of those units as well too. So here, guys, we're going to be doing a very similar team to how we tackled the last flashback genealogy. The only difference here, guys, is we have a T unit and a D unit, so we're going to do a couple changes. Okay, so first thing foremost, guys, we're going to go ahead and use a T tribe instead of a co-op here. Sorry, losing words here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and use Bonds by Rasen here, which is going to end up being this team here. So it'll be Jiraiya, Naruto, and Minato, because they do a lot more damage to D units. So I'm going to save that specifically for Killer B. Everything else is going to be geared towards killing Kisame, right? So Kisame is a T unit, so you want to pretty much focus as much units as you can on targeting him. So I'm going to switch up my team a tad bit here, guys. I'm going to actually go ahead and put in Heavy in here, and this is probably the team I'm going to stick with. Now I'm using this team for a reason, because I want to AoE everything. I may not even need to do this, to be quite honest with you. I may be okay with just using my usual Obito, etc., and go with that. But for now, this is the team I'm going to go with. The only change actually I might do here is take Sublime out, put Six Tails here, and put Obito up here for his Jutsu, so we can do damage rate reduction on a high scale, and then pretty much destroy everything in that place. So that's going to be my team for this specific event. You can watch the painful experience version if you want to see how to use Rs and SRs to be successful in it, but that's pretty much it here. Okay, so the first stage, guys, everyone's gonna be able to kill this off. It's very straightforward. It's 2 units that are at the lowest power scale they can possibly be. If you're a brand new player, you'll one-shot this, two-shot this, whatever the case may be, but there you go. Very easy, nothing to it. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, let's take a quick look here. There we go. So there you go. So the next units are going to be B, Kisame, and A. So 2 brothers and a shark. Probably went fishing and caught him. Bad dad jokes, bad dad jokes. So of course, guys, focus on Kisame first. He's going to be your main target the entire time, so killing him off and then killing off B is going to be the main goal. The actual other units that are just like featured units here, non-featured units, are going to be pretty easy to kill, so don't even worry about them. So let's go ahead and kill this guy off. There we go. And guys, for those asking, should you pull for Killer B and Kisame, my answer to that is straightforward. The anniversary is coming, you all know this. These units are not a necessity by any means. You can get Killer B for 1,000 Shinobi exchange coins from the shop. My suggestion is if you only have 1,000, save that extra 1,000 they give you for the anniversary instead, because they may give more URs there and that might be better. But if you have more than 1,000 already, yeah, go ahead and pick a B, get his fragments, but don't obviously rank him up until you pull him, and then that way you might be able to push him further even. And in terms of Kisame, guys, skippable for sure. He's a great unit, don't get me wrong. I'm excited to use him, but he's definitely not a necessity in this game whatsoever. So definitely don't worry if you're missing out on these key units. You're not burning your bridges, or you're not losing something that's so important in this game that you won't be able to live. The anniversary is around the corner, guys. Definitely save, especially if you're free-to-play players. You guys saw yesterday how it went down, right? It took me 21k to get both units, which was very, very lucky, by the way. It took Classy a little more, I think, because he had to do 2 different accounts, but he got his Kisame only. So you guys can see how it can work out. Now, there's a lot of people out there getting lucky with what they get with a couple pulls, and that's just straight luck, guys. It's RNG, and that's how these games work, right? So there you go, guys. Kisame and B gone, and then you want to focus on Rock Lee guy and I think it was A. I think it was A. I should probably go back and look. It might have been Kakashi. If it's Kakashi, of course, take him. But I think Kakashi's actually in this stage. So now we're on stage 4. So this is where it starts getting a little more difficult for free-to-play players and newer players. So you kind of have to guide yourself in terms of attacking the right units. I think Kakashi, no. So it was Kakashi. No, it's Kakashi's here. Okay. So here you want to do Kisame B, Kakashi, Sai, Yamato, and then Sakura. So leave Sakura for last, okay? So let's go ahead and take out... Actually, we have 2 T units. We'll take out Killer B here first. 1 and 2. Okay. See, and even with my power, guys, like I'm not one-shotting them. So for newer players with like my painful experience finished this, by the way, with 200k, so it's definitely doable. So don't think it's not. So definitely put the effort in. But at stage 5 I couldn't finish it with the other account, but this account should be no problem all the way to Master 2. Master 2, we'll see. It's been impossible so far. We may get it, we may not. Alright, so here we're gonna go ahead and not gonna bother attacking B with my 2 single targets, because I'll kill him with the Tail Beast Bomb, which actually they have an amazing 2-man tribe, by the way. Looks, aesthetics, and stats, everything looks phenomenal. So alright, there we go, that's dead. So Kisame's next. We'll take him out with Heavy. Let's do that, and then I'll just kill off Yamato with the other 2. And there you have it, guys. So again, free-to-play players, watch the painful experience guide for yourself. It's very similar to this. The only difference is it takes a lot longer to kill units. But here you are, all done. Alright, and you know, today, because I'm recording this from day 1, guys, I'll amalgamate the 2 videos. We can only get up to stage 5, so I'll finish stage 5 here and we'll move on to the next stage tomorrow, and I'll put the 2 together so you guys can see a full guide on it. There you go. And don't forget, today we'll be doing the live Q&A. Actually, I guess not today since I'm putting this out the following day. So yesterday I would have done the Q&A with you guys. So if you had any questions, you would have asked it there. Remember to join those guys. If you have anything you want to talk about in terms of the game, or just have any questions for me in general, that is where I do all my answering. So we're going to go ahead and focus on Kisame here. So this is the stage I couldn't finish on my painful experience at 208k power, but this should be a lot easier with this account, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and kill off Naruto here, just because I'm going to use Obito. And then Minato and Jiraiya will kill off A and Gaara coming up. There we go. So the kill order here, guys, is Kisame, Killer B, Kakashi, Danzo, A, Gaara, Daryu, Naruto, and then Tsunade. Okay, so just so you guys are aware of what the thought process here is. Those pesky D units are tough to kill, but with this power scale difference, it shouldn't be a problem. There we go. So now it wasn't the target, but that's all right. And these guys should kill off Kakashi now, and most likely kill off skill 2. Oops, I targeted Gaara instead. Oopsie. So that should have been Kakashi instead, but that's okay. Gaara will die here. Won't be a problem. Might even get a stun off. No, there we go. Kakashi next. Danzo. Alright. Easy enough. So we'll go ahead and tail bomb everything here. Should pretty much destroy everyone. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to save that. We'll 3-man. We'll just do the 3-man red cell next. This should kill Kakashi, no problem. Okay. And this here should finish these 2 off. And there you have it. Very, very easy. I honestly hate the fact that the 2 frames look the same. Okay, there you go, guys. Stage 5 done. Alright, so tomorrow we're going to be doing Master and Master 2, and I'll show you guys how to clear those. But for now, this is the end of this video. So again, watch the painful experience ones, guys, if you want to see how to finish up stage 4 and what you can do as a free-to-play player for stage 5. I did not finish it again, so you can watch it there and see what my decision was and what to do with in terms of your team and where to go from there. All right, guys, this has been Payne. We'll talk soon. Alright guys, we're back here with Master Level 1. Okay, so what we're going to do guys, we're going to try to tackle this one and number 2 and kind of show you guys what the fight's about, how to approach it, and what teams you're going to want to use and what units you want to use especially for this. Now I did kind of explain this to you earlier yesterday I think it was, and we're going to go over it one last time here. So the goal here is to kill off Kisame first. You want to bring your strongest A units, you want to bring a little bit of AoE. Kirin and Itachi here would be fantastic as well too if you're looking for nukes and buffers, and of course OG Dataro for the crit damage as a buff, and then of course Sai. Those are your main units that you want to use as support. Now I'm taking a little bit of a different approach here. I'm going to be using this team right here. So I have my damage rate reduction, and the tribe I'm bringing here is Bond by Rasen because I want a one-shot Killer B. Okay, so this is the team I'm going to use, but again there are other really good options. Kiba is a good option, Haku's a very good option in this. So the typical crowd, SR Boruto, Naruto Rinne, I mean they're all going to do really well in this fight. The main thing though is you want to bring a tribe, a T tribe, such as the new Team 7. You can bring in Comrades, you can bring in Bond by Rasen, and you can bring in other units here that will one-shot Killer B, and that's really the main goal. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the fight, guys, and we're going to see how we do here. So give me 2 seconds to turn my work laptop down. I'm not hearing the extra noise. There we go. Okay, so here we go. So again, all focus on killing off Kisame. Okay, so that's the main thing we're going to do first. Now, I actually should have put Heavy first in front of Datara, so Datara can do defense down, but that's alright, we're going to go ahead. Now, you usually want your skill 2s to proc, right? In this case, I'm just going to go ahead. I shouldn't have a problem finishing this without it, hopefully. Okay, no stun there. And you usually want to try to get the first stun off, so Kisame doesn't do his damage increase rate down, or damage reduction rate down, I should say. So let's go ahead and do this. And the goal here, guys, is to again make sure the tribe can one-shot Killer B, right? And if you can't one-shot Killer B, then that's when you want to bring in your AoE users and try to take out as much damage from him as you possibly can. So here we want to get size skill 2, ideally. Okay, perfect. And yeah, so I should have put Heavy first. The reason why is when you stun with Heavy, you want to get off your defense down with Datara, so that would have been the best thing to do actually instead, but that's okay. There we go. So this should be able to kill him, and then onto killing. Okay, we'll go ahead and still do this. Ideally I would have liked to hit Obito on Kisame or on B, but that's okay. Go, and then Kakashi's turn. Perfect. And then from here I should be able to one-shot him using this tribe. So D unit, these guys do 60% more damage to D's, so we're gonna add this right in there, and that will end this one fairly quickly. And this tribe, I think for me, is level 15 or 16, I think, so it's pretty high up, but you can probably even get it done with level 10, to be honest with you. You don't really need to push this one too far. But this is going to be the best one for sure in this fight. There we go. 8 million. 8 million. That's not too bad. Not too bad. So there you have it. Pretty OP and overkill in my opinion. And that is Master Level 1, guys. So fairly straightforward. They are dropping less fragments, just so everyone is aware. So in order to get the most out of your characters' frags, you're gonna have to do Master Level 2. You see, you get 5 to 7, and here it's 4 to 6. So before it used to actually be, I think it was 4 to 7 or 5 to 7 for these. They've actually reduced the amount you get, so keep that in mind, guys. Alright guys, Payne back here again. We're gonna be doing Master Level 2 now. Now you see I have an A up there, right? I'm a little upset at this game right now. I'll show you guys a picture. I actually ended up getting 99.7% on this stupid fight. That 0.3, I don't know what happened there. I must have forgot to slap him on the way with the Jitsu, but shout out to my boy Blue for getting 100%. He was the first one to do it. Damn that Hawaii time is nice. But I'm using I actually got 99.7% by using a very similar team to his. The only difference I had here was I put in Naruto Kage SR instead of Sasuke Kirin to get the attack up for A unit, so I did more damage, and also his jutsu just does more damage to Kisame. But I'm actually going to test this out because this is what he used to beat it. So shout out to Blue for always setting the way for events. The man is a legend for that. He's I think he has finished Abyss, as have I. He's now finished this, and I'm hoping to join that party that he's in. He's in it solo at the moment, I believe. So it's never a party when you're by yourself. So we'll make it a party here. We'll join him. But yeah, so the difference here, guys, is you want to make sure everything crits. Right there, that no crit is a big problem, and you need to stun. If you don't stun, you're not winning this fight. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset this one. Alright guys, I've been doing this for quite some time now, so I'm going to stop doing this for a bit just because I'm working, but I'm going to show you guys here how close you could possibly get. I'm actually going to reset because I only have 2 attempts left, but I want to show you here what the tribe can do. So the goal here is don't let B pull off his special. You got to stun him. So far he has not pulled it off on my last turn, so I'm going to show you guys the damage it does. Unless he gets some sort of a lucky hit, we should be able to one-shot him or even close to it, but usually you want a one-shot. And as you can see, Kisame's not dead, so this is a failed attempt anyways, but there's the one-shot right there. So that's what I want to show you guys. So I will be doing this till I get 100% today, then I'll show you guys the screenshot then, but that is the team you want to use. Shout out to Blue for getting that done with that team. You can also use Naruto Kage, Haku as well in there, that can help, and Naruto Rinne also is really good in that spot too. So you have a couple other options. You don't necessarily have to go with this specific team, especially if you don't have Kirin. Now M2 is built specifically for whales and people who are all the way up there in the 700s. Outside of that, guys, if you don't have that in the Bonzo Rasen beat, I doubt you'll be able to get it done. Sorry, Bonzo Rasen leveled up. I have mine at 1.8, and my characters are all pretty high up there. So again, just want to show you guys that real quick. Wish me luck. I'm going for the 100% today, and then I'll be joining Blue, and I think he and I will be the only 2 sitting on top waiting for everyone else to join us. So get on it, good luck, and have a wonderful day, everybody.